Hey everybody, welcome, welcome to Hidden Horror. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate that. Let's get started.
Good evening. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you feeling? How's your day going? How's your week been going? It's hump day, right? It's Wednesday. Well, I'm doing better. Um, I want to just touch on something. Throughout all these years, I've never seen anything like the climate in the United States. Um, with people, their energy, the comings and goings, how angry people have been, how impatient, unkind. And up until this point, um, it's just been a lot of upset about the election. And for the most part, I really try to stay out of it, but it was concerning to have so many people come out with their feelings about who's the running for president, Democrat, Republican. And I really started thinking there's not really a big difference in age between the two candidates, but moreover, the bigger differences is their platforms, what they're supporting, what they believe in. And I think people should vote for whoever they want, whoever they choose to, or if they choose not to vote, that is totally up to them. Um, what I found to be saddening is seeing the climate um, just on both sides. And it's really difficult because my dad, if he was still alive, he would be, um, he was born in, well, I'm going to tell my age. It doesn't matter. But my dad, he was born in 1945. So he literally would be 79 years old this year if he was still alive. So, long story short, when I see a president in this age group, I think of my dad and his wits and how long he lived before he passed away. And it's really unfortunate because you want people, like I had my dad into my 20s. So you want to have someone that's in leadership, a figure for people to inspire to be, aspire to be, emulate something that they can be proud of and look up to. And when you see all the fighting and arguing, um, it's not good. It's not good for the country and also for younger people. You don't want them to walk away in a negative light. So it's just been difficult over the last couple of weeks um, for both, I believe, Democrats and Republicans. The shooting with President Donald Trump and now President Joe Biden withdrawing from running for reelection. It's just been a lot emotionally. So I hope everybody is doing well. Um, do not be discouraged. Do not be dismayed. Be positive. Let's, you know, put our steps towards building together. Okay, unity. Now, setting that to the side a little bit, um, I was going to do a video on President Biden, but I'm deciding not to. Um, I think it's better if we have kind of a side view of that separate from some of the cases that we're going over. Um, I watched right before I came on, I watched the statement of President Joe Biden tonight and how he feels he's handing the torch over to someone that is younger, that has new ideas and things of that matter. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to leave those ideas to the side, behind, and just move forward um, and not even talk about it anymore. So I have a couple of cases. my daughter is probably going to come on at some point and do two cases with me. One is the case where they're putting a drug in money and they're leaving it in different places where people will pick them up, and it's for human trafficking, primarily targeted at women. She found something on TikTok, so she's going to come on at some point and do that video with me. And then another case she kind of found, and I've looked into it more, and I'm actually prepared to do it, but I kind of want her um, to kind of talk about her experience because when she was younger, um, she did get a cell phone at a younger age, about 7 or 8 years old, and she's pretty much had a cell phone ever since. Um, and the case that we're going to discuss, there was a set of cousins over their grandmother's house for the summer, and the older of the two actually unalived the younger, and it was over a cell phone. So I kind of want her perspective, and um, it's really sad, but I think she can add a little bit of perspective because I think it's a very interesting case, and is it's going to open up a lot of issues because they're thinking about trying her, the older of the two, as an adult. I believe she's 12 years old, going on 13. Her birthday is coming up soon. And they're considering trying her as an adult because in this particular state, the penalties are going to be different. If they tried her as a minor, when she turns 18, she would be released back into society. The other part about that, if they try her as a minor, she doesn't go before a jury, she goes in front of a judge. So that's going to be different. But if they try her as an adult, she would have a jury, she would be treated as an adult. And when she turns 18, they will have additional things tied to her. It could be parole, probation, it could be additional time, it could be mandatory supervision, it could be a lot of additional things. So in that particular state, there's a significant difference in the treatment of a minor from an adult. So we're going to talk about that, and I kind of want to get her perspective. So that's coming, and then I have some other things that I'm working on. But today, I'm here by myself. I'm coming with this horrific story. Um, it's really it's really something that was bugging me. It was another case that I was going to do, and I decided not to do it. There was a postal worker that was approached with a GUN, and she was unalive. I was going to do that story, but I decided not to. Um, the reason I decided not to do it is because I believe out of, there's reasons why people commit crimes, right? And one of the major reasons is financial. And I believe that was a financial act, something um, that I don't think you have to go a lot into the mindset of a person. If a person is struggling, they don't have food, they don't have housing, they may do all kind of things. They may lie, they may be manipulative, they may rob, um, just all kind of things out of desperation. So I decided not to do that story, even though it's a very compelling story and it's demonstrating a need for more safety, more protection for the United States Postal Service workers, and in particular, those postal service workers that are in the neighborhoods delivering mail. And I don't think this is anything new. I know they've done things like cameras and such, but there needs to be more done. There needs to be some reform, some changes. But that's not what I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about this case out of Philadelphia. It was a very violent act. Um, I guess we could say that this was an act done out of anger and revenge. That is another major reason why crime happens across the country, right? People want revenge. People feel cheated. They feel lied to. They feel you manipulate them, use them, took something from them. They've been disadvantaged in some way and they want revenge. And they're not waiting for revenge. They're not waiting for some time to pass or anything like that. So in this case, um, allegedly there was a $100 drug debt, and the person came back confronting um, a female and a male, both parents of this little baby that was sitting in the stroller. And she was angry. And from what the reports are, there's a video of the shooting, but from what the reports are, she said that she didn't care about the life of the child. So she fired this weapon and she actually injured the baby. So I'm here to bring you this story and also just kind of talk a little bit about. Some people are saying that she was crazed, she was out of control. I think that, again, when there is desperation, when there is someone wanting to set an example, be the person to show others, hey, don't cross me, don't take something from me, don't short me, um, don't embarrass me, uh, I'm going to make an example out of you. It was a very public, broad daylight act. You're not concerned. You're not concerned about somebody intervening. You're not concerned about being caught. You didn't really try to conceal who you were. It's a very violent act. So let's talk about it. And then I am going to show the video. So this is a warning. I'm going to read the article, but I'm also going to show the video. The video is less than 20 seconds. However, if you are not able to handle any violent acts, this is a very disturbing act of violence. I would suggest that after I'm done reading the article, that you check off. And I thank you in advance for spending this time with me. Thank you also. If you are one of my 100 YouTube subscribers, I want to give you a personal thank you. I have reached 103 YouTube subscribers. So I want to thank you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for always being so kind, so gracious, so loving to me. I really appreciate you. I want you to continue to go along with me. You're able to put words in the comments if you like. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you. I would not be here if there was not people interested in what I'm bringing, my opinion, right? What I have to say. I've had over 14,000 views on YouTube. So please, if you like this information, if you like the platform, if you like the channel, if you just want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, go on my Facebook. Please try to get me to 100 people. I am now having to download videos on X and also on Facebook. I have the basic package now through X. I'm not sure if I want to get the premium. I'm going to think about it, but please continue to support me, okay? Anyway, thank you. Let's continue on. Okay. So this article is already linked on the Hidden Horror Facebook page. Of course, you know that, right? Right? Wait. Hidden Horror? Okay. The article is by foxnews.com. It's titled Crazed Woman Accused of Shooting Infant While Screaming F Your Baby is Arrested. Okay. A woman accused of opening fire on a baby and his parents at point blank range, striking the child in the leg in a shocking caught on camera incident has been arrested, with police saying the terrifying incident stemmed from an outstanding $100 drug debt. And I do want to say, last time I checked, the baby was being released from the hospital in stable, good condition. Okay. Just so you know that. Okay, let's continue. The woman, Dominique Billups, 28, was arrested Friday, hours after police posted a spine chilling video of the incident online. The shocking video allegedly shows Billups walking up and shooting at the family outside a home on the 4000 block of Meridian Street at around 5:50 p.m. Thursday in Holmesburg, a neighborhood in the northeast section of Philadelphia. So they're in Philly or near Philly. The parents are next to the baby who is in a stroller, and Billups allegedly fires 2 shots at the father, who runs for cover. The parents have been blurred out in the police video. Billups then walks up alongside the mother, who's pointing at the child before the woman fires a third shot at blank range at the parent. My baby! The child's mother shrieks out in horror as the baby cries out, the footage shows. I believe they reported that the mother was underage. So this just has to be extremely, horrific. F your baby B. The shooter screams at the mother before stuffing the gun in her top and walking away. Police say the 7-month-old child was shot in the leg, and a good Samaritan brought him to Nazareth Hospital before he was moved to Jefferson, Torresdale. He is in good condition, police said. So what they gathered was, because I believe both the parents, they fled from the scene, that this good Samaritan came and saw the baby and took the baby to a hospital, which, thankful that that person did that. Thank you. Okay. Strangely, the parents were not at the scene when the police arrived and were also not at either hospital. Lieutenant Dennis Rosenbaum said that was because the parents have outstanding warrants for nonviolent offenses. They were later found unharmed a few blocks away from the shooting scene. So, can you imagine someone walking up? The parents are standing next to the baby stroller. This person opens fire. You both flee and run away, and you leave your infant child, who is actually shot, injured. That's horrific. That video is very disturbing. It looks like this stems from a $100 narcotics debt, Rosenbaum said at a Saturday press briefing announcing Billups' arrest. Rosenbaum says she's been charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and other crimes. He said the father was the initial target of Billups and that they appeared to have had an argument down the street a short time prior. The parents don't live on Meridian, and residents say they don't know them, Fox 29 reports. I'm upset for the neighbors. This area is not known for violence. It's sad, Rosenbaum said. He added that the video was key to apprehending Billups and highlighted the importance of the public providing footage to police. They said she was last seen running toward the 4000 block of Lansing Street in a black sweatshirt with a large front graphic, light blue jeans, and black shoes with white soles. She was arrested at a home on Friday, and police searched that address and another where they recovered a magazine with 11 various bullets. Okay, friends, let's watch the video. Again, this is a warning. If you're not able to watch, this is a very graphic, a very violent video. It depicts gun violence. It's going to show the attack. Please check off now. Thank you for spending this time with me. Have a good evening, and maybe I'll see you in another video. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to enlarge the video, and I'll give you 5 more seconds, okay, before I press play. Sip of water. Okay, I'm going to play it. Okay. If you want to watch it over, because it's a really short video, I don't want to replay it multiple times because I don't want to trigger anyone. But I would have to say most people generally have not experienced gun violence. They may know someone that has, however, they have not experienced this level of gun violence. And they may not be from a city that's known for gun violence. However, to see it, to see that baby stroller and how quick this transpired, this was seconds, it's very reckless, it's dangerous. All involved could have been unalived, honestly. That was close up. That was a high caliber weapon. And I'm just grateful that all are okay. I would say the word okay, because I can only imagine feeling traumatized from this event, from this happening to them. And I can't say that whether it was $100, $1,000, whatever the amount was, no one deserves to have this happen to them. And, there needs to be a continued effort to work in tandem with law enforcement, supporting them as well. I know they don't do everything right. I just watched that video, and I'm not going to go over that video, but I watched the video with Mrs. Massey in her home and what happened to her with law enforcement, and it was totally unnecessary. Law enforcement really didn't even have to enter her home. Clearly, there was some issues with her mental faculties, right? She seemed a little confused. It happens when you get older or if you're having some mental illness. However, you don't have to use violence. And again, that was with the police. So when you see this level of violence by an individual exacted upon people that are literally just standing there with their infant child, it's really, really unsettling. Again, everybody could have been unalived with the close range, high caliber shots. So we have to start addressing these major underlying issues. For example, poverty. For example, the ready availability of guns. I would say, is there more that can be done in community, shoring them up, bringing opportunities, not just schools, but jobs as well, right? Is there a way to get people help if they're addicted to drugs? There's so many things that can be done, that need to be done. There's so much work to do. So I look at this in a bunch of different levels of what are the needs, assess the needs of the people. Why are they standing outside on this corner with an infant? And if they were involved in drugs, this is no place for a child to be. Is there some housing needs? Can we get people the help that they need, the services that they need before this happens? So it's just a lot. I'm going to follow this prosecution. I don't know what a defense could be. I'm sure this will be some charges, that will probably put this person, Mrs. Billups, behind bars for the rest of her life if she's found guilty. So I don't know how you fight that. You're on video. They've recovered the weapon. They have 2 adult witnesses. The child was injured. Clearly, you can hear the gunfire. I don't know what defense would be, especially over $100. I don't care if it was $1,000 or $10,000. You cannot respond in this manner with an act of violence. So I'm going to follow the case and bring you an update. So thank you for spending this time with me again. Thank you to all my subscribers. I'm so happy to hit 100, and we'll just keep going, right? So anyway, have a beautiful evening. I'm going to try to get my daughter on. It's really surprising because I'm super busy, and it's like trying to get her to get here and sit down. It's funny because she's got a light summer. So hopefully she'll be able to do it very soon, those 2 videos, the TikTok on the drugs and the money that they're using for trafficking, and then also this story about the 2 minors, one being smothered by the cousin, and I believe that was in the state of Tennessee. So I do want her on because she also gained access to a cell phone very young, and she could talk about her experience as well. So yeah, I'm going to try to get her on soon. So again, thank you for spending this time with me. Please remember, stay safe, be smart, be well, all my friends. You have to be savvy out here. These people, it can happen in an instant. So take care of yourselves, okay? Be well, all my friends. Have a good night, and I will see you in a video soon. Thank you to my 103 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate you. I was going to do like some hidden horror balloons and all of that, and I was like, maybe that's too corny. So I didn't know. I know I would get some better graphics. Please let me know if you like my new backgrounds too. I'm trying to mix it up, and I'm also, wanting to do that video for a new intro. So again, thank you all. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.